We've got a barn burner in store for you in this one. A top 10 showdown early in the season, a measuring stick game, and one that both of these teams hope will propel them to bigger and better things. Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the gun, running back on the move. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams...
He'll off one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulsa.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog. A hostile environment, what do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hurts. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Offense changing the play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's got it. He's loose down the middle. Past the 10. Touchdown, Fresno State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? The quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Comes back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
The Golden Hurricane to the line, facing second and short. They go to the ground. Nice move to pick up yardage. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The offense setting up shop at the 46. First and 10. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Right back to the well. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming in the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting this thing.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Plucks it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion, whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long, you're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Firing to the right, complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Going to go out on a limb and say they have a lot of him plays. Throw the ball to him. Already over 100 yards receiving.
Keep it simple, stupid. Just find this guy and get him the football.
Going to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Now they'll line up with what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Florida Atlantic delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in Boca. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Out of the gun to give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
That's caught. It's Jordan. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Right back to it. He breaks a tackle. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Tulsa with the playbook wide open here on 2nd and short. Here comes the heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
To the air, it's Judovsky. Got his man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Deep to shallow. That's why I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quick strike complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Works the middle of the field. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Tulsa trying to power ahead on 3rd and short. To throw, it's Judovsky. He wants to go deep. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No shot at a return. It's out in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense in a bunch formation. Complete to start this drive. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Out of the gun, the inside give. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Watts. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Snagged out of the air. Jumped on top of the pile.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Powers through the defender. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Tulsa in a tough spot here on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Judovsky. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Just keeps slinging it. Makes the catch. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Trying to pick up a 1st down. out of the gun. The inside handoff looking for a crease. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Try to get it to the edge. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Judowski. He caught it! Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Tulsa will come to the line on first and goal. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Tulsa! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Nebraska is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Lincoln. One of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Miami. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll go to the ground, and he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Fresno State will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And the returner goes down. Them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Judovsky. Got his man. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Tulsa wasting no time. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. They get to him as he throws.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Throws to the wideout. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Now, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Going for it all. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Tulsa will kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab down the left side. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got his man, makes the grab. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. And you could tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
From the gun, to give, looking for room.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. A 1st down for the offense. He might want another play. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Watts. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Wants to fire on second down. With the catch, it's Watts. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Colorado State is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Virginia Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This Tulsa offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. Wants to throw. It's Judowski. Dances away. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Opening play of the drive from the 39. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He'll take a deep shot here. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. Touchdown, Fresno State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The inside handoff. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a gap. It's Clemens. He has the first and still on his feet. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The Golden Hurricane, after that explosive run, back to the line. Quick release on the RPO. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
The Golden Hurricane to the line, facing second and short. They're going to test the right side with this one. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Judovsky. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to win the field position with the return.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wide receiver going in motion. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Gets it out quickly. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Snagged in the middle. It's Watts. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the first down. A few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. On the move at the 30. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Get high. Get high. Get high. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He works it inside the 20-yard line, down to the 19. That's where they'll spot it. Short of the 1st down, now a decision to be made. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires downfield. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. ULM is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Malone Stadium, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 9 over both. Green. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Judovsky. He unleashes a long one. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Great place to start for this offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. And the Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll give it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Finds his man down the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Assuming they can wrap this one up, guys, they've served notice early in the season. Winning a game like this, that this passing game will have to be dealt with.
Yeah, top 10 team, too, because everybody knew the talent they had coming back on offense, the playmakers at the skill positions. And, David, we've seen it early this season. In this game, they've been throwing it all over the yard.
Yeah, but you do want to see it against good competition. So that's what's fun about today, like proving it against a really good team. We can talk about, you know, this guy's a star, this guy's a star. Now doing it like this on this stage, now I'm a believer.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring.
221 wing, 221 wing.
They give it to him again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory.